I figured I'd just make another video about how, like, maybe how Easter was. You know, Easter is great. And I'm going to tell you the American version of Easter. Not talking about all these Vatican City stories. I'm talking about good old American Easter. That's what I'm talking about right there. Alright, so this is what happened, right? So there's this guy, his name was Jesus. If pronounced Jesus, need to get the hell out of my country, give me back my job. You understand what I'm saying? Here's a pretty cool guy, right? He could do stuff with his hands. He could make wood with his hands and stuff. It was cool. You know, some people just didn't like that guy. I don't know why. They were like, man, this guy, he's wearing a dress. Let's go ahead and get him. And they're like, we doing, dude? You can't be over here messing with all our people. And he was like, man, I'm just trying to have fun, teach people about being kind to people. I'm going to teach these people how to make wood with their hands. And people were like, yeah, he's just teaching us how to make wood. You shouldn't kill him. Even though we think he's way better than the government. You take a big old piece of wood. They go ahead and they duct tape him to the piece of wood. Right? Once they got him all stuck up there real good like they want him, start poking them with like these giant toothpicks. I don't know what they're called. I didn't really graduate. Scored 14 touchdowns with senior. Yeah, woo! Right, so he's having just not a good time is what he's having. He's just like, oh man, God, that hurts, man. You should stop doing that. And all those people are like, no, now we're just gonna leave you up there. He says, if you leave me up here, I'm just gonna start cooking. I'm gonna start really cooking, like in the sun. I'm gonna cook. All the soldiers are like, oh yeah, bust out the beer, gonna have pig roast. All these people drinking, like, it wasn't beer back there, and they all drank fruity wine. It's just because, you know, America hadn't come along and discovered the real way to really harvest deep, rich hops. And when they do, they make America's favorite beer, Bud Light. Woo! Right, so they're all drinking wine, standing around, having bonfires. Everybody's getting frisky, putting their hands on one another. He dies. They don't do, like, the right thing to do. You know, give him good Christian burial. They don't put him in the ground. What they do is they just find a cliff with a hole in the side of it. They put him in there, and then they close the hole up with a giant boulder. 3 days later, come back. Once you know that son of a bitch is open, they go inside there. He ain't even in there. Walk back outside. He was hiding behind a tree the whole time. He's like, hey, here I am. Oh, he's out, right? And they're like, woo, he's out. Let's go catch that bunny that's laying chocolate eggs everywhere. And they were like, oh, what? It's a miracle. And he was like, and they killed that son of a bitch too, because that thing won't shut the hell up. The best part about it is you could tell, you know that Jesus was a real American. Because when he got out, everybody knew not to mess twice with him. They were like, we just killed that guy. And he came out of a hole alive. Like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't try to kill that guy again. And then, to escape from his persecutors, he sailed over on a boat and he got off in the Gulf of Mexico, walked in the middle of this huge mass of land with nothing but men and cattle, and he said, this right here is Austin, Texas, motherfuckers. Boom! Hey everybody, thank you for watching video. No offense to anyone, it's just story. I took small hiatus. Oops, daisy. Ooh. Still getting everything set up, so it's going to be a little bit of a wild time until I do this stuff with things. So stay tuned for more stories. Happy Easter Day of Easter. I'm just gonna turn this shit off because if I don't stop talking soon, I'm gonna shoot.